Hey guys, okay, so someone asked me about the wine glasses and how you get it on a curved project. So I am going to show you how. So, say I have my wording, right, and I want it on my glass. The first step is to prepare your glass with alcohol spray. So I'm just going to go and rub that on that. This is going to clean your glass and get rid of all the dirt, grime, and anything else on there that you want to apply it to. Now, when we're using our transfer tape, you know, everyone's different in this process, and I've found what works best for me. Is that my transfer tape, I don't want it too sticky because I want it to come off the glass easily. So what I tend to do with my transfer tape before I put it on my words is I tend to put it on my pants a couple of times, on my shirt or whatever, just to get rid of that stickiness a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this back. So it's been sitting in my thing for a while, so there we go. So the trick to doing this is that for curved things, you kind of just want to cut around it just to get those slits in there. Now, if you were doing something else, you might need to cut it this way and up that way and all that stuff, but I'm just doing words. So you line it to the best you can. Now, I don't really need this on here, but I'm only doing it for this video purpose, and I'll plan to take it off afterwards. So what you tend to do is you line it up to where you're happy with, and you press in the middle, right? Now, I'm going to press on the side. Now, see how it didn't take both of them? Now, if it was to take both of them, the bottom might have ended up crinkling. It's done it before for me. So this is a trick that I had actually found on one of the pages, and I find that it actually works quite well. So you just want to apply it all. Of course, you'll do a better lining up than what I'm doing, because I'm not really focusing on the lining up process as much, just because it's for video purposes only. And then you peel it off. Now, when you're peeling, what I find the best is a lot of people are different. They just pull it straight up like that, which is fine if it sticks. But see how it just kind of lifted up there? I don't tend to do that. What I tend to do is I'll lift a little bit up and I will push it back on itself. See how I'm sliding it? Now, I definitely find that this works better. Now, if you kind of go on an angle, some may peel up, but the majority of it will stick down far better than what you would do if you're pulling it straight up. See? So you just want to kind of see how that's starting to lift? Just push down on it. It's not all going to be perfectly the first time around, especially considering, actually I don't even think this is my, that'll be my problem. That's why it's not sticking as well. I'm using the temp vinyl, not the permanent. Now for glasses, of course you want permanent, but this was already cut out and I wasn't about to cut out a new one for it. But that's okay, it just means that it's going to be a lot easier to get off, considering that I'm not going to keep this on here. So permanent, of course, will stick a lot better than what this temp one is doing, but considering it's temp, it's actually doing quite well. So I'm just going to use my thumb there. And there we have your glass. Of course, mine's not exactly straight. Like I said, it's only for video purposes, and I don't plan on keeping it on there. So line it up to where you want to do it. Put your slits in and apply it. Cool. Don't forget to use that alcohol spray though, because that does a world of good. Or alcohol wipes, whatever you have. Just make sure it's alcohol based. Cool.